Welcome back to another indie horror game. Slender Ponies 2. This game is functionally identical to the first game. It's just different characters. Collect a designated number of a certain particular item while being hounded by creepy-ass versions of the My Little Pony characters. I have, like I did the first one, I have played every map on this one, in this one. And before we start this one, there are a few things you should probably know going into it. This one has a few problems. Now, I did have problems with the first game not spawning exit doors like it was supposed to when the items were collected, but that's because I accidentally downloaded an older version of the game, not the final version. There is only one download link for this one, which means these problems are just problems, and there's nothing I can do about it. Some of them are minor. A few of the maps have such low visibility that they're almost unplayable. I will try to play those regardless. I cannot guarantee that we'll finish them. Here's the major issue. The antagonists on each map, their starting position never changes, and I tested that with multiple characters. Most prominently, the map for Maud. I reloaded that map like 20 times in a row, and she was always in the same place right at the beginning. Just forward of the player, slightly down a slope. And she never changed. She was always there in that exact same spot, which means I think the starting positions for the antagonists are not randomized. Why am I telling you that? Well, the antagonists on 3 of the maps seem to have a problem actually spawning into their maps correctly like 99% of the time. And those are the maps for Scootaloo, Apple Bloom, and Big Mac. I have played all 3 of those maps for hours each. I found each of them once each time. I don't know if either they're not spawning correctly or they're starting in some obscure part of the map that I'm just not actually finding my way into. But I think they're not spawning because here's the problem. The one time I have no idea what the starting positions for Scootaloo and Apple Bloom are. I found them each once. I have absolutely no fucking idea what direction I was walking when I did. But Big Mac actually starts very close to the player's starting position. If he is not there when we load that map, you're not going to see him. Because it means he just didn't show up. I don't know what the issue is, and it's the only 3 that are affected by that. All 4 of the bonus maps are fine. The other 2 main character maps are fine. Maud's map is fucked, but that's an entirely different can of beans for a whole different reason, and I'll explain that when we get to her. But the reason I'm doing all this yapping about this is so that you're prepared for the almost certain inevitability that you're not going to see those 3 characters. They just don't show up most of the time. It's possible that we get lucky and you'll run into 1 or 2 of them. I mean, Big Mac probably has the highest chance because I know exactly where he starts. Very close to forward of the starting position. But Scootaloo and Apple Bloom, you're probably not going to see. Because even when they do show up, I have absolutely no idea. The maps in this game are massive. Much larger than they were in the first games. But they're not that goddamn big. with the exception of Mod's map, but that's, again, part of the problem. But we're going to start this and see where it goes. Just don't get mad at me if Big Mac, Apple Bloom, and Scootaloo don't show up in this playthrough. So, they are the main characters for this one. Scootaloo, Sweetie Belle, and Apple Bloom, collectively the Cutie Mark Crusaders, Big Mac, and Mod Pie, and the extra characters, Vinyl Scratch, Spike, Celestia, and Luna. Celestia's map is one of the ones that suffers from extremely poor, almost unplayable visibility. Fortunately, that map isn't that big. It's pretty much two horizontal rooms connected by a long central corridor. It's a big capital I shape, and Luna's map is exactly the same, only dark. But here we go. Let's see. So for Scootaloo, we have to find her scooter. Now, by scooter, they mean her scooter and her helmet. It doesn't mention the helmet, but it is a separate item, and the exit will not show up if you don't find it. So, here we go. Oh, shit. Well, speak of the devil, that's never happened before. I have never run into her that early. I have played this... I spent 2 hours wandering around on this map the other night, and I never saw her once. But there she is, so I guess we get lucky with that one. That's actually a pretty cool surprise. Oh, shit. Aggressive little bitch, isn't she? Alright. Christ. Now I've lost my place. Oh, well, that's good. Now I have hope that the other two might show up as well. Funny, I actually knew exactly which way to walk to find the helmet. And then that happened, and now I have no idea where we are. This map is very unsettling. There's no sound. It's just dead fucking quiet. No ceiling or wall textures at all. It feels like we're walking around on this checkerboard that's just floating in the middle of an endless void. Oh, crap. This might take a minute, because I don't know where we are now. She totally threw me off, showing right at the beginning like that. That has never happened before. Even the one time I did find her, I had to walk for a ways before I ran into her. So it's possible that she wandered off, and that's why it took me so long to find her the other time. Pretty cool that we actually got to see her, though. I was worried that we were going to have like half of the maps in this game not have their antagonists show up, but at the very least, you got to see her. It was Vinyl Scratch's glasses without her head in them. I kind of want to just like reload the map and see if she shows up right at the beginning again, but I'm afraid I'll fuck it up if I do that. That's another thing. It keeps making that sound, which is the sound that it plays when a creepy pop-up is about to happen. But it'll do it constantly and no pop-up will show up. And I'm not sure what the deal with that is either. Yeah, this map must be huge. I really wish I could see like schematics of these maps, like like a top-down view of the entire layout of each one, because I think it would be really interesting to see what they really look like. Particularly Apple Bloom and Big Macs, and this one, and actually Sweetie Belle's as well, because hers is another one that suffers from bad visibility. It's not bad enough that it's unplayable. Like, it's either Big Mac or Apple Bloom's map. It's really bad. It's foggy, and the fog makes everything. It's like it's way overdone, so it just feels. Yeah, we may have to reload this because I have no fucking idea what direction the scooter and the helmet are now. I knew exactly where they were from the starting position, and she fucked me up, and now I don't know where I don't know where we are. Uh, we'll walk around a few more minutes. If I don't find it, I'm just gonna reload it. Nope, not that way. There's an invisible wall right there. Yeah, we're gonna reload this, or we're gonna be walking around circles for fucking hours. Alright. See, now she's not here. It's so weird. They just don't show up. But we got lucky. That first time. I think I went the wrong way. Nope. There's the helmet. Oh god, there she is again. Holy shit. In a totally different place. Maud never changed starting locations. She appears to be just starting wherever the fuck she wants. God damn it. Go away. Now we gotta find the scooter and the exit. It's pretty funny that I make that whole thing about the characters not spawning on their maps and then she shows up twice. I literally played this for hours yesterday and I could not find her worth a shit. And then she just pops up 2 loads in a row like I just made that up. I promise you I didn't. I was actually considering not recording this entry because of that happening to all 3 of those maps. Now I've lost the position of the scooter. I knew where it was relative to the helmet, and now we're completely out in the void here. I don't... Hey, there she is again. How did she get all the way over here? She totally went the. Oh my god, she went the completely different direction, and now she's fucking over here all of a sudden. Why am I walking toward her? Oh fuck. All right, hold up. Oh. Now I find the scooter, not the helmet. Figures. Well. Oh, I've lost the position of the damn. There we go. Now I just gotta find the damn exit door. Oh, there it is, right there. Not that far from the helmet's position, actually. Yay! Okay. Next. And there she is, right there. Creepy ass fucking Sweetie Belle walking around over there. Weird though, we got close to Scootaloo and she would stick her arms out and come right for me. Sweetie Belle doesn't do that. She just kind of counts on me running into her or letting her run into me. I have a tendency to fall off the edge of this map, which is probably going to happen again. It should also bear mentioning, I never actually found all 3 dolls on this map. I can find 2 of them, but the visibility is so low. Inevitably I'll run into her or fall off the world before we find the last one. See, everything is textureless in this one, which makes it really hard to tell if you're even moving. It's the only real way to, I mean, even looking at the wall, it's hard to tell. Jesus! Fuck! Who the fuck was that? Okay, that's never happened before. And that looked like fucking Rarity, which would make sense, because Sweetie Belle is her fucking... Ooh, that was an interesting surprise. That's never happened before. That scared the shit out of me. Holy fuck. I did not know that was on this map. At all. I just woke up the dog. Holy crap. Ooh, good fucking job with that one. You fucking scared the dog shit out of me there. That was a surprise I was not expecting. I like it though. Good stuff. Are we walking down the same corridor where she just showed up the last time? I don't think we are. I think this is a different hallway. No, it's... yeah. We haven't found shit. Except Rarity stuck up my ass. I'm pretty sure that's who that was. Same white color, same purple mane. It wasn't Sweetie Belle, because she's not making that horrible screaming sound and running straight up my nose. Oh, there we go. There's one. Jesus Christ. I don't even remember what fucking corridor that was now, and I wouldn't be able to find it again. Now I'm gonna worry every fucking hallway I walk down that we're about to get Rarity jammed up our ass, because... God, I'm glad you threw that in there. That's a pretty cool fucking jump scare surprise. Oh my You saw my mouse spin, right? That was literally me throwing my mouse off the mouse pad because I did not expect that to happen. I did not know that was a thing at all. See? That's the edge. I think we just fell. Yep. We just fell through the world. We're gonna try that once more, and then I'm just gonna move on. Because we got plenty more maps to do here, and I don't want this video to be 3 hours long. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I'm not talking. I'm just sitting here, like, cautiously awaiting Rarity come screaming out of the dark again. Oh, boy. So was Rainbow Dash hiding on Scootaloo's map, too? Somewhere? That I just didn't find, or... Rarity. Why did my flashlight just quit working? Oh, I was looking at the ground. Okay. Christ. Now I don't know which direction she went. I hope we're heading away from her and not toward her. Damn it. That's a very far different version of her than was in the first game, because all she did in the first game was very slowly float around behind the player and loudly sob and cry. In this one, she appears to have turned into a banshee. Very fast one at that. Alright, sweetie belle, you win. I gotta move on here. I can't find your other two dolls. I'm sorry. So next we have Apple Bloom. The first of the three apples is right there. Good luck finding the other two. This is another map that looks to be very, very large, and it's very hard to find the other two items. I found all three of them once. No idea where they are. But we'll wander around for a few minutes. Hopefully run into Apple Bloom herself and
think she's here. She really didn't show up. Unlike Scootaloo, who wanted to make a liar out of me. Oh, there's one. Yeah, I don't think she's here. We're just gonna have to move on with this one. So now we've got Big Mac's map. If he's here, it's gonna be relatively right in front of me. Hold on, we gotta turn around. Because first it's just burgers. Very close to starting position, and I went the wrong direction. Hold up. Yeah, right there. Yeah, he's not here. The one time I saw him, he was right here. No. As you can see, the flashlight is completely useless for this map. Alright. Sorry about that. But here's Maud's map. There she is right there in her same position. Here's the problem with this map. They want you to find 5 rocks. In all of that shit. There's one right there. They blend in with the ground perfectly. You can't tell, like, if I can find a really high peak to fucking look out over this so you can tell how big it really is. Like, see that shit? I'm not looking for 5 black rocks on black ground at night in all of that. It's actually bigger than it looks. Here, hold on. Let's go over there to that peak. Then we'll move on to the 4 bonus maps. Because they, as far as I can tell, suffer no issues at all. Very good job at the very least making Maud's map feel like an absolute nightmare. Like this feels like, I don't mean bad, I mean this literally feels like walking through somebody's actual nightmare. I don't even have to get to the peak. You can see how big that is, right? That is insane. But here we go with Final Scratch. This one's pretty tricky. The records are hard to see. There she is. Shit! I got stuck on one of the dots. You don't want to step on the colored dots. Walk between them or you're going to get stuck and then that'll happen. Alright. Well, we got Spike. There he is, right there. Of course, his item is gems, naturally. Either so he can eat them or give them to Rarity. Either one. How many did it say it was? 5? I don't remember. thought I remembered them all being relatively close to trees, but I could be wrong. There's 3. Nope, I guess it was 4. Oops. Yeah, it was 4 gems. I thought it was 5. Whatever. Here we go. Here we go with Celestia. As you can see, we can't see squat. But, again, this map is not that complicated. We just gotta figure out which direction, which end she's on, because she's on the same end the crown is on. I do like the way she behaves, and Luna does exactly the same thing as Celestia. It's hard to describe, but you'll see it. They kind of like stagger around like they can't see. And so you get close to them and then they'll run right up your nose. Nope, I went the wrong way. She was on the other end. She's on the same end the crown is on. The central corridor is very long. There she is. Stomping around over there. With your weird ass not having a tail. Fucking. Also, I don't know if it must be an unintended, like, effect of whatever graphic model this is. But watch her feet. They're like stuck together and they stretch out when she steps like she's made out of marshmallows. That's pretty weird. But there's the crown. And the exit is back in the central corridor again. Normally she would chase me if I get. There she goes. She went the wrong way, but yeah, Luna's map is functionally identical to this one. It's just darker because it's night, obviously. But we'll go ahead and do it just for the hell of it. Now, if you noticed, it's for Celestia it said find her crown. For Luna it says find her crowns. The S is a typo. It's just a crown. It's one crown. Same as Celestia. I don't know why it's plural. Other than it must have been a typo. She went. The other time she was right there next to her crown like Celestia was, but now I don't see her. Either way, there's the exit, but we're gonna run down to the other end and see if she's down there. Well, there's really all that much to see. She behaves and acts and moves exactly the same way Celestia does. But you didn't get to see Apple Bloom and you didn't get to see Big Mac, so yeah, there she is. And her feet do the exact same weird, stretchy, stuck together marshmallow crap that Celestia's feet do. Come on, Luna. Sorry, you can shit. Oh, shit. Got a little too close to her there. there's the final exit. There we go. That is all the maps for Slender Ponies 2. Sorry we didn't get to see, actually, if you want to see what Big Mac and Apple Bloom look like, we can switch it into... Because there's all these extra modes where the point is just to run straight for the exit without getting killed. We put it in CMC mode here, so that the only ones on the map are the 3 Cutie Mark Crusaders. There she is. I love how, like, some of them stick their arms out when they get close enough to chase you, like she's doing right there. It's pretty creepy. And then if we put it in, we should be able to put it in every pony mode. Now they're all here. I just want you. There's Big Mac right there, running fucking underneath Celeste's butt there for a second. But yeah, there he is. Alright, now I'm done. You didn't get to see him in the main game, but we found it. I figured I'd show them to you that way so you could see what they look like. But that was Slender Ponies 2. Despite its problems, it's still fun. It's just a little disappointing that we didn't get to see 2 of the characters in their, natural maps. But at least Scootaloo showed up, so that's good. But the link for that is in the description. Thank you for watching, as always. Like that if you liked it, dislike it if not. I'll see you in the next game.